And check out the view from the CTV Skywatch camera looking towards lovely, cloudy, drizzly downtown Lethbridge. 13 degrees is where we're at. We're doing a lot better temperature-wise than a lot of places to the north of us, but we'll be cooling down tomorrow as well. We did get to 15 degrees at noon, stayed there for a couple of hours, and we hit 8 degrees as our low right at midnight. Winds are out of the west-northwest, fairly light right now. Humidity level is up, and it will be climbing in the next several hours. And here you can see that demarcation line right along here. That's a frontal system that divides the cooler air to the north and the warmer air that's still trying to hang on in southern Alberta, but all of these areas are going to be seeing a cool down in the ensuing days as that precipitation continues to make its way in from not only BC, but also from the south. So we've got some of this rotating in across the mountains, but the flow has really shifted as the jet stream has pushed into a north-south dimension, and that stream of precipitation is just coming up from Montana and Idaho, making its way across the border. And you can really see that demonstrated in the radar loop here. We have some pockets of heavier precipitation as this flow continues. The forecaster is going to show us where some of the pockets are going to be overnight tonight and tomorrow. And you can see right now all areas are certainly overcast. Some areas are seeing heavier amounts than others. The darker areas of green, of course, is the heavier amount. But here's where, as we get into later tonight, we're going to be seeing the heavier amounts really concentrated in this area. We've also got snow in the higher elevations, which doesn't show up too much here. Along the foothills, expect that, but certainly in the mountain park areas, we're looking at that higher elevation snow to continue overnight tonight and tomorrow. So there's a lot of precipitation in the mix. As we get into Friday, we can see those pockets of heavier precipitation still very evident. So we're all going to get a good soaking over the next 24, 48, even 72 hours in some areas. We got a lot of rain to get through. 11 degrees in St. John's right now. Heavy snowfall warnings right along the mouth of the St. Lawrence. There is a system that is pushing across the Great Lakes, and as the temperature drops, it's also meeting up with another pocket of moisture, increasing the precipitation factor. So that's what they're looking at along the St. Lawrence River. Out west, it's dry for the most part in Manitoba and Saskatchewan, but that moisture will also be encroaching onto those provinces as well. 10 degrees in Winnipeg, 7 and 8 in Regina and Saskatoon. A few damp days ahead in Vancouver. Sun and cloud mix in Yellowknife for the next couple of days, and Whitehorse looking at some flurry activity overnight tonight and tomorrow. Although temperatures in Whitehorse looking pretty good at 7 degrees right now. East Kootenay looking at 4 degrees for an overnight low, a high of 10 degrees tomorrow. Sun to start the day, and then showers off and on in the afternoon hours. Still fairly unstable in your area. Crow's Nest Pass, cloudy with showers tonight, windy tomorrow, and cloudy with showers once again for you. So that trend will continue for the next couple of days. Medicine Hat, cloudy with some showers tonight, 6 degrees for a low. Periods of rain tomorrow, and that sideways rain by the afternoon when your winds are gusting to 60 kilometers per hour and you're staying in those single-digit values. Here in Lethbridge, we're looking at a low of 3 tonight. Showers tonight, showers tomorrow, and we're expecting winds out of the northwest at 30 kilometers per hour. We'll only get to 5 degrees for a daytime high as that front that I pointed out collapses ever closer to us. And then we've got the next 3 days where we're looking at that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday late in the day right now, it looks like we may be seeing a little bit of a pullout of clearing. And then as we get into Monday and Tuesday, temperatures improve and the sun comes out once again, which will be nice, and everything will just pop green after that happens. Now, Dory's story. Leaders of Tomorrow, Volunteer Lethbridge Leaders of Tomorrow honors young student volunteers in our community. Meet 2 of this year's recipients.
I actually live in Coaldale. I volunteer at my church. I'm quite involved. I do a girls club there. I teach a class. I help run the junior high youth group. I teach Sunday school and children's church. I've gotten the opportunity to be at Southern Alberta Bible Camp volunteering for 3 years now. I started a shoe drive at my school this year, which was a really cool opportunity for kids in third world countries that don't have any shoes. It was really awesome. And I did another fundraiser kind of for grad this year, and grad committee and student council. I've always had a love for kids. I have a little brother who's 9 years younger than me, and just kind of like ever since he's been born, I've just realized how much I love working with kids, and it's just so, their faithfulness and just how they'll just trust you with anything is really inspiring to me, and yeah, I love it.
I volunteer at the Interfaith Food Bank. It makes me feel really good because you think to yourself, wow, I'm doing something really good. Sometimes, like, there's kids that come in at client intake and they're jumping around and they want food. I don't know, it's very good to volunteer, and it makes me feel good.
Dory's Story, sponsored by Langenberg Optical, voted Best of the Best for 2012.